Join Margaret Pomeranz and me for the movie show at 7:30 tomorrow. And don't forget, there's another great Italian film, Mario Monicelli's La Grande Guerra.
Get on the phone and get on with business.
For the next 40 pool buyers, a heated family-sized pool, salt chlorination and tax paid for just $9,695.
Hello and welcome to Reel and Film. Film is expanding more and more by the day, becoming a bigger adventure for the audience. Video rentals are surging, and the movie theatre blockbuster experience, as well as the indie theatre experience, is expanding more and more as we go along into the future. So I thought it would be good to have a little discussion about movie TV shows and movie review TV shows, movie guides. Let's begin. What could be prescribed as the best method to catch up with recent flicks is by checking out the weekly program at your local cinema, taking a roll of the dice on what could be masterful, adequate, good, horrific, or plain. But probably the best way is to gather a second opinion by watching television shows about what's new, perhaps multiple opinions. For Australia, the movie show featuring Margaret Pomeranz and David Stratton was and is still the go for seeing what's up next, what's worthy of being seen. America provided the beauty that is Siskel and Ebert to expand that stance on whether the thumbs go up or down. It's a boundless idea that has made many programs internationally. Wherever you go, there should be a group, a duo, maybe even a singular person talking about film like never before. It's not exclusively people reviewing film, rather a discussion with themselves, towards us and each other. Their beliefs in the film that they like or dislike can help encourage overall viewers to take a chance, take a miss, yet most importantly, engage conversations with friends, family, colleagues in the spirit and passion of their reviews. Personally, with television broadcasting movies that aren't even available at video stores, it's opened up avenues for audiences to engage with media they haven't seen before. Most of the time, critics share an introduction to their declared masterpieces or unsung songs. TV has a large enough catalogue to showcase the good, the bad, the duds in between their other programs. You'll never know what will be received through the signals. Hello, camera 2. And whenever I take that journey, I bring along with me a trusty movie or TV guide. Another film critic originally placed on Entertainment Tonight is Leonard Molton, who not only loves to talk about film, but to learn about the history and to discover the undiscovered, journeying through the Golden Age, coming back for the Renaissance. You might recognize him from Entertainment Tonight, but you possibly found him before the feature presentations of Star Wars on VHS interviewing George Lucas, and maybe you saw him in the underrated Gremlins 2, where he plays himself reviewing the original Gremlins, in which he gave the first film a 2 out of 4 stars. A film to acknowledge that, and for Molton to play with the idea, is amazing. Probably the most recent trend where his face has been recognised over the past few years is his movie guide books. These thick, bulky books that have had their fair share of love over the months and years. It's a 1,000-page epic of all the films that Molton has seen, giving brief reviews, sharing slight informative insight on the film's director and starring roles. In alphabetical order, you'll be able to find a major range of blockbusters, independent films, selected foreign masterpieces, and the ye old. His method of review isn't numbers, but a bomb to 4-star rating. Bomb is basically 1 star, as the lowest star rating is 1.5. And you know a movie is bad when it gets that seal of disapproval, from his perspective anyway. Molton, of course, wasn't the only one to publish movie guidebooks. Blockbuster, the American rental store akin to Video City, published a movie and TV guidebook, reviewing every episode of Star Trek, and having a 5-star rating system instead of 4 stars. Definitely a handy book for those that love their nightly television programs and film rentals. At the back of each movie guide is an index, It's an extremely important addition, including an actor or director's complete filmography. Whilst Molton's is compact, it does become a mind boggle going through the squashed text. I'll give major credit to Blockbuster's guide to having a form of checklist, and also a parent index, so you know what's safe for your fellow kid. Roger Ebert had his dip into the movie guide phenomenon, although my favourite book of his is the 4-Star Movie Guide, where he dives deep into his beloved films from Tron to Temple of Doom to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, providing thorough answers as to what these films get right and how they expand the medium, granting movie magic. The reasons to have at least one movie guide on your shelf are bountiful. It's a way to become invested in film and discover areas unexplored. It can be used as a repellent to all the bad movies you thought of renting at the video store, saving $2.50. It could be a guide for your mental library, where you can highlight all the movies that you've seen, maybe even add your own stars next to Molton's, Ebert's, and Blockbuster's. Most importantly, it can be a self-conversation with someone who can't hear you. You could disagree to the mountaintops that your favourite movie doesn't suck, but Leonard won't hear you till you decide to fax him a fan letter. Heck, it could lead to making your own personal movie guide, short and sweet reviews set in paper. If I was to give some feedback on these movie guides, hopefully future guides would implement these decisions. Now, while some of these film reviews contain sizable portions, sometimes the description is so short that it can become a challenge to 100% understand the rating's decision. Yes, there are a lot of pages as is, but perhaps an extra sentence or two could add some significance. Yet some short reviews are brilliant. One dissatisfying element is the lack of score changing over the books, since opinions can change so much. As human beings, our perception to any form of entertainment, philosophical critique, and world understandings can change, whether it be 1 year or a decade. We could re-watch a movie years after release and reflect on it not being as good or better than before. That would require a fair amount of effort on Leonard Molton's part, the editors, and adding 300 plus movies each year is a task in itself. Going through thousands of movies would be time consuming, but maybe it could be the occasional 10 or 20 films re-reviewed, having it as an opening section perhaps. Besides, some movies would only need to be seen once without a change in the world. And finally, the yearly updates shouldn't single-handedly include new movies, but perhaps include old films yet to be seen by Molton's eyes. Either way, the movie guides we have right now are fantastic regardless. So to support your favorite movie critics or your friends that have interesting opinions on movies, just go out there, watch some films, and have some fun. And also, go to Leonard Molton's website. I'll put the thing down here. Roger Ebert's website, rogerebert.com. And also, go watch some television, watch the movie show with Margaret and David, and inform your own opinions, write them down on a piece of paper, and you're good to go. This has been me, Edmund, and thank you for watching Reel and Film. Till next time, what am I working on next? Oh, some music documentaries from different bands, that's it. Well, till then, see you next time. Ta-ra!